Hi, welcome to OSB Miniature Studio, and this week I want to show you how I created my dream hobby studio. I'll put timestamps at the bottom of this video, so feel free to skip a part to the section of the video that is most relevant to you. Let's start with the actual building. So just a short walk across the courtyard in my back garden is my shed. This, like most sheds, is a shed that I purchased online and built in my garden. It's a relatively standard timber structure and came pre-treated, quite flimsy, not too difficult to put together with help from my dad. Took us a couple of days to get the structure erected, stain it all. We stained it black and gave it a further weatherproofing treatment. I then chose to insulate the interior with a thermal foil bubble wrap insulation and then overclad all the walls in OSB. I chose OSB because it's got strong structural properties, so if I want to hang shelves off of these, fix cabinets to the wall, tools, etc., I've got a lot of flexibility in it, and it just gave me a uniformed finish that all in all was cheaper than plastering the entire space. I also laid laminate floor with some underlay below it just to give myself a slightly improved warmer floor, but I still need to put a rug down so my feet don't freeze. I paid an electrician to fit conduit and a consumer unit within the shed to prevent anything I run out here from overloading. Lastly, I installed an electric heater myself. This is controlled from an app on my phone and keeps the space toasty and warm. I chose to have my desk below the window. This means I get plenty of natural light coming in the evenings. I have an LED touch lamp here that has multiple different settings for the amount of lumens and can be dimmable. I also chose to have a height adjustable desk. This helps with any neck pain that I was experiencing at my previous hobby station, where I'd quite often be bent over a model painting. Terrible posture like this. This means I can rest my wrists against the edge of the desk, far improving my posture. I also have a workbench directly behind me. This is a fairly standard thin metal workbench that again I've strengthened the top and the bottom shelf with further sheets of OSB. This is where my airbrush station is. Have a regulator on the wall, a silent compressor below, all hooked up into an airbrush with a collapsible booth. It's also where I do a lot of my messy tasks. So if I'm cutting sheets of foam core, or I'm doing any hot wire cutting or flocking and gluing, I do it in this space. Then it means that this surface over here remains clear. I always liked having a clean and messy section of a hobby space. If I didn't have my computer here, I would have it next to me. But since I have the room to have these desks either side, nice galley style where I can turn between the two, it works out really well. I also have two metal cabinets in here. One stores all my power tools, various pieces of DIY, and the other one hides my pile of shame from my partner. It's lockable as well, so no one else can gain access to it and see all the things that I've got hidden away in there. Lastly, I have a glass cabinet in here. This is a very important thing, I think, for all hobbyists. We spend so much time in producing our models, and we then, what do? Most of us either put them away in cases to be played on the tabletop or back into their boxes if they're board gaming pieces. You need to get them out on display, not just to show other people, but also to remind yourself of all the work you've completed, and I think it's a very important part of the hobby. Lastly guys, in the description below I'll put a link to a kit. Kits are bundles of links that will take you to the various products I've used to create these workspaces or kit out this entire shed. So if you've got a room in your house, a loft, a basement, or a shed yourself that you're looking to create an ideal studio space and you've seen something you like, the kit will direct you towards the various parts of this workshop. None of these are affiliate links. The kits just enable me to bundle them together for your own ease of finding. Lastly, as always guys, thank you for staying to the end of the video. You are a wonderful person who is bound for hobby greatness, and I wish you all the best with your projects. I'll see you soon.